deben reportarse a la cámara de poder de inmediato.
Oscar, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están?
¿Qué tal? Ranger Nation Latinoamérica, ¿cómo están? Hoy día hemos empezado como nunca súper puntuales.
Sí.
Y es que tenemos una invitada súper de lujo. Bueno, yo tengo aquí mi pequeña aguilita. Y Oscar, bueno, Oscar tiene atrás toda la colección de Wild Force, ¿no?
El Megazord completo y da flojera sacar.
Por supuesto. Pero bueno, sin más ni más, queremos presentar a esta gran invitada. Directamente desde Los Ángeles ya nos comienzan a saludar aquí. Tenemos a Francisco, hola, saludos desde Perú. Gonzalo Campuzano también dice hola. Paolo D. están en Perú. Sí, aquí justamente desde Perú. Y tenemos ya directamente desde Los Ángeles a Alyson Kiperman. Alyson, how are you doing? ¿Cómo estás, Alyson?
Bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien también. You speak a little Spanish? ¿Hablas un poquito de español?
Sí, un poco.
Un poco.
I can speak more Italian than I can Spanish. Well, so that's not very helpful.
Oh, great.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Muchas gracias a ti por estar con nosotros. Thank you for being with us.
De nada.
So, Alyson, how has been life in quarantine with everything that's happening in the world? ¿Cómo ha sido la vida en cuarentena que ha estado pasando todo esto en el mundo? How have you felt? How are you struggling with this?
It has been a very strange time, has it not?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's okay. You know, I'm close to some neighbors. So, you know, they're my close friends, so that has helped. I have my parents very close to me, but I've had to be very careful seeing them because they're, you know, in their mid-70s. And I do, like we were talking about earlier, I have a lot of animals. So that does help with being lonely. You know, it's easy to get lonely when you, and I just miss working. I just miss, you know, being able to be a part of the living, be out in society and, you know, hugging people. I miss hugs.
It is weird. Animals do help a lot, actually. I adopt my dog the 1 week before the quarantine starts here.
No way. Really?
So the first 3 months, she was on my apartment the whole time.
Oh.
And when she went to the park for the very first time, she was like, what is this? Like, what is this green stuff? She's never been to a park. And she was like weirded out by, you know, the grass and everything, but she got
She likes it now?
Yeah, she does. But it was, they do help
Alyson,
a lot
alone. Just a little break, Oscar, because we're gonna then go away. Alyson nos dice que efectivamente pues ha sido un año muy complicado, ¿no? Ha sido un año muy complicado, que ella tiene la suerte de tener a sus vecinos cerca, pero que en realidad no los ve mucho, que incluso a sus padres también está cerca, pero que tienen 70 años, y que les sirve mucho tener muchas mascotas, que tiene muchos animales en casa. You have 9 animals, right? It's like animarium there. Es como el animarium there.
Yes.
I forget that I have to...
9, right?
9 animales.
9, yeah.
What animals do you have in your house? ¿Qué animales tienes en casa, Alyson?
I have dogs. I have...
How many?
I'm going to sound like a crazy person if I tell you how many of each thing I have.
No.
I have birds, I have cats, and I have dogs. And then outside, I have lots of squirrels who I, you know, feed by hand. And I pet. And they're my good friends.
Alyson nos dice que tiene perros, tiene gatos, tiene también y alimenta algunas, tiene aves y alimenta algunas ardillas que vienen afuera y que en realidad las toma como sus mascotas, ¿no? So let's get into Power Rangers, because the fandom is getting really crazy here.
You little pose.
Yes.
I feel silly doing that now. Can you see my cute?
Yeah, it is.
Podemos ver tu picture.
My friends who I married last year had that commissioned for me, so I love that. Very close friend had that made for me. So
Fue un regalo de un amigo muy cercano que le regaló ese póster. Alyson, how did you get into Power Rangers? Where were you in your life when all this happened and you were selected? ¿Dónde estabas en tu vida cuando empezó esto de Power Rangers?
I've been acting since 1986. So I was on a lot of shows. You know, most Power Ranger fans, I think, don't know I did a lot of shows before and after the Power Rangers. So yeah, I've been acting in commercials and TV and some films since I was 8 years old.
Since 8, whoa.
Very little girl. And I auditioned for it. My agent, called me and said, Allie, you have an audition for this show. I, of course, had heard of it because it had been around for 10 years, but I was already 24 years old. And when it came out, I was maybe 15 years old. So I was sort of past that age group. I certainly was not waking up early any Saturday or Sunday morning. I was, probably a little hungover when I was waking up on Saturday mornings and sleeping in. So I probably was not watching it, but...
Alyson nos dice que ella en realidad venía actuando ya desde los 8 años, actúa en diferentes comerciales y hace televisión. I remember seeing you on Undressed, I believe.
With Jason David
Frank, right?
Yeah.
I just remember passing, just scanning the channels and say, hey, it's Alyson.
Yeah, you got to see a lot of us. Much more than you saw of Taylor.
Yep.
In her very conservative outfit.
Y bueno, y en realidad ya cuando en realidad ella sabía que existían los Power Rangers, pero tenía, cuando ella, en el 93 tenía como 15 años, tenía 24 más o menos cuando hizo Wild Force, así que en realidad no veía ya el show porque probablemente estaba un poco pasada de copas los sábados por la mañana. Y le comenté de que también veía un show en MTV, creo que se llama Undressed, en el que también apareció con Jason David Frank. Alyson, y es cierto, leímos nosotros un poco preparando la entrevista, que tuviste que hacer muchos castings recurrentes. You went to read a lot of times for the casting.
Yes, I've told that story many times because it was so funny, because I really did not think I was going to get the part.
Oh, so you were going just because, okay, I'm getting called, so...
Well, it's very unprofessional to not go when producers and directors want you to come.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a very strange experience because I went maybe 5 times, and every time they put me on tape. So they filmed me, right? Okay. But I'm saying the exact same dialogue every single time. So I was very confused. Like, what? Do they keep losing the tape? Why am I going and doing the same thing? And so I'm driving 70 miles, mind you.
Wow.
So by the 5th time, I'm getting angry.
Of course.
Okay. I'm like, why? And you wait for hours. Sometimes 2 hours you're waiting because they call way too many people in. It's called a cat. And that's called, my birds are always very quiet, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, he's talking a lot.
It's cute. It's cute. No problem.
Thank you. It's the animarium in my house.
Yeah, it's the animarium there.
But that's called a cattle call, when they call lots of people in to audition all at the same time and make you wait 2-3 hours. They're really not supposed to do that. So me acting for so many years, I got really upset. I was like,
of course.
Really? Like, yeah, I bet you were like, really, why they keep calling me all days, waiting all this time for
exactly
again.
So,
Alyson, no.
And sorry.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Alyson nos dice que fue llamada, cuando hizo el casting tuvo que ir 5 veces y que incluso estaba a 70 millas, o sea, tenía que manejar un buen tramo para poder ir, y que llamaban como que a muchas personas y la hicieron ir 5 veces y le hicieron leer el mismo diálogo 5 veces, cosa que ella pensaba que la cinta se había perdido, o que qué pasaba con esta gente que le estaban haciendo leer tanto, ¿no? y que en realidad la última vez, la quinta vez, ya estaba verdaderamente molesta. Did you ever know sometimes why you get called 5 times?
Did you ever find out why?
Did you ever find out? Was there a reason? ¿Había una razón por la que te llamaron tantas veces? No.
I think they're seeing so many different people, right? And I think maybe, I don't know, maybe they wanted to see if I would do something different each time, you know, maybe bring something new to it. I mean, it was, you know, like a page of dialogue like this big. It was only a few lines. And, you know, normally I'll go in and read sometimes 5, 10, I have read 20 pages and they just had a little tiny bit. I've never really known why. Just that they, you know, they were seriously looking at me, you know, for a role. And I had no clue.
But you get it at the end of the, you got the role.
I was very shocked. Sorry, Oscar.
Those 5 times, did you always read for Taylor? It was always for Taylor, or?
I had no clue what I was reading for. Then my agent said, "Oh, I think you're reading for some princess."
Oh.
And so I think they were looking at me for Princess Shayla because the girl who they cast as Princess Shayla before Anne Marie was over, and she did such a beautiful job of, you know, Princess Shayla, didn't she? I think they were looking at me for Princess Shayla, but when I went in to read the last time, I was there hours, and I looked older than everybody there, and I was like pissed off. I was like, they're wasting my time. Why am I here? I think they're mixing me up with someone else. So when I went in, I went into this room, and it was filled with people. It was packed with what turned out to be all of the producers, directors, all those people. I think I read like, so like pissed off. Like, perfect, Taylor.
Taylor.
Right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
You know, Taylor was like always pissed off about something.
Grumpy, yeah.
You know, you had all these kids. She comes from the Air Force, and then she has to deal with all these kids, like, you know, all these kids, and she's just like, you know.
She was in the Air Force, and the other ones were like high school kids, or
they were like little kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alyson nos dice que nunca supo en realidad por qué fue que la llamaron tantas veces. Cree ella que los directores o productores creían o esperaban que ella hiciera algo distinto, pero que en realidad estuvo muy molesta. Oscar le preguntó si es que ella no sabía, si es que la estaba leyendo para un Ranger o para otro personaje. Alyson cree que de repente leyó en algún momento para la princesa Shayla también, pero que pues al final estaba tan molesta que hizo una Taylor perfecta. You did a perfect Taylor. You did a perfect
Taylor. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Well, it was fun to play her, you know, because I'm not normally, you know, that grumpy. So, and like, you know, she's fun. She's very fun to play.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What was the most complicated thing that you had to do when shooting the series? ¿Qué fue lo más complicado que tuviste que hacer al grabar la serie?
The most complicated thing to
you
do.
Know, a lot of the stunts were very challenging for me. You know, running from big explosions and fighting, which was actually fun, but the running from explosions and having to throw my body on the ground where things were sharp or rocks or things. When you're 24 and you don't grow up being physical like that, that was extremely challenging for me. I'd been acting since I was 8, right? So I was 24. I just wasn't exactly prepared for that. we're ready for that, exactly.
Lo más complicado, nos dice Alyson, que fue en realidad todo el tema de los stands y las explosiones y tener que aventarse al suelo cuando habían explosiones, cuando habían cosas puntiagudas, rocas, y que en realidad ella pues no se sentía en realidad preparada para algo pues como esto, ¿no? Oh, that's really interesting. We had one of our very first guests here in this show was Jack Guzman.
Oh,
yeah, Jack was here, and he told us
funny,
that
right? He's funny.
he's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and
he is a lot of fun.
One of the things was having the explosions behind his back and just thinking that the hair. Jack nos dijo que pensaba que el pelo se le quemaba, ¿no?
Mm-hmm.
Was that for real? I mean, you felt like
yes. Sometimes we were very scared. What's the episode? I'm asking you guys, but
of course,
do you know the episode where, I like blocked it out because no, I'm joking. Where we're all running in a line and there's a massive fire explosion. Like we're running. It's like a huge fire explosion. Probably not.
But I mean, how was that feeling? How was that
terrible?
Terrible.
Because they said, okay, when we say go, run as fast as you can.
Oh my God.
And you're feeling, and you hear this big explosion behind you, but you can't look scared. You're running and you have to look like you're tough.
Yeah.
You have to look like you're not scared out of your mind. And then you're feeling the heat and all you're thinking is is an ember going to hit me? I'm going to catch on fire. My hair going to blow,
Of course.
You don't know.
Like, I'll be like, what do you mean run fast? What do you mean by that? It's like,
yeah, like
run as fast as if some kind of explosion is behind you. You don't have to imagine it's there.
Yeah.
So
then one time, which Jack was probably talking about, we were on the ground or something, and they put all these little like devices close to us, and they were supposed to explode right next to us.
Wow.
And we were like, we're not wearing goggles, we're not wearing glasses. Like, are we going to lose our sight being on this TV show? Like, do not blow us up. And those pyro guys, they enjoyed, I'm sure, us scared, like we're gonna, scare them.
Alyson nos cuenta de que en realidad sí se sentían las explosiones, que en una ocasión les dijeron a ella y a todo el cast tienen que correr lo más rápido posible porque va a haber una explosión detrás, y estaba la preocupación de que tenían que verse fuertes, héroes, y correr, mientras que en realidad estaban asustados de si es que el fuego los iba a quemar, y que en otra ocasión pues habían elementos, pequeños dispositivos que iban a estallar alrededor, que incluso Jack, eso lo vivió también con Jack, le mencionamos un poco que Jack estuvo aquí y que nos comentó un poco de este miedo, y sí, fue algo que sí. Oscar, you have a question about the opening credits for Alyson.
Yes, I do. Oh, it's something that has been bothering me for years.
No.
One thing you need to know, here in Peru, Wild Force is super popular.
Super popular. Yeah.
Especially, Wild Force was on TV for 4 years straight. It was crazy.
4 años seguidos en la televisión.
Rerunning. It was Power Rangers SPD, followed by Power Rangers Force. It was like,
and Wild Force.
They keep going. The toys were everywhere. Power Rangers Wild Force, huge here. So that's why I noticed that halfway through the show, your credits change. But
yes, and my hair and my costume, right?
Yes, but but it was the same. Yes. And I was like, why did they change Taylor's?
Just before Alyson answers this question, I have the 5-second clip, so all can have. Yes, of course. La pregunta que hizo Oscar es que ustedes, no sé si se han dado cuenta, estimados seguidores, que pues la imagen de crédito de Alyson cambió. Había una versión 1 en donde ella salía pues un poco más enojada, y una segunda versión, y aquí la vamos a poner para que la puedan ver. So you saw that? At the la que está arriba, Alyson is a little grumpy, and then she's happier in the second version. Is there a story behind this? ¿Hay una historia detrás de esto?
I have a theory, because at first Taylor was kind of like uptight, you know, but more serious. And when the show go on, she started like getting loosers, you can say, like friendly with everybody. So they say like, let's change it. So I don't know, what did they make you do that credit? Just you? It's sweet.
Yes. Well, you guys, no one exactly, except for the head of wardrobe, ever said anything as to why this happened.
Oh.
This woman, Denise, I think, who I was not exactly a fan of, she told me that it was because I was looking heavy, that they pulled my shirt out.
Oh.
I think that is not true, because they also changed my hair.
Yeah, it was ponytail, and then it was like wavy kind of.
It was terrible, that like thing on top of my head. I was not I was not a fan of it, but I understood why they did it, because Taylor, being from the Air Force, wouldn't be like, you know, glamorous, right? She wouldn't have like sexy hairdo.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she will be practical.
Exactly.
Practical.
So I did understand why the hair was like that to begin. So when we came back from a very, very short break and we were going to film again, wardrobe had me come in, and they said, we're going to be changing your outfit like a little bit. And I was, why? You know, I was just curious. I mean, I should know, because no one else's outfit was changing. We're going to pull it out now. And, you know, as an actor, I have to respect because I'm working, I'm, you know, I'm hired to do a job. But I did, of course, question her. You know, I said, well, this doesn't look like a way Taylor would wear her shirt, because Taylor is more, she looks like she's clean, you know, like she's not so casual. And she actually said, well, it's because your hips are looking big.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm 125 pounds. I don't understand. Yeah. I think she made that up because my hair changed. You know, it's very strange. Being that young, because that was almost 20 years ago, I didn't have like the confidence to go like to the producer and say,
to ask directly,
why is my hair changing? But honestly, I do have to tell you, I felt much prettier with my hair out of the thing. But that took so much more time. I had to be there every day at 5:45 in the morning. 5:45, and I had to drive almost 40 miles there. And I had to wash my hair. Look, I have a lot of hair. So I had to go there and wash my hair every morning and be there at 5:45 in the makeup and hair chair.
Wow.
So it was a lot more work to look more glamorous. It was easier to just put my hair up in the thing.
And then do the ADRs, right? Then do the ADRs, acting, and then do the ADRs. It's like a lot of work, right?
The ADR was actually fun because we had a good time in the ADR booth.
let me just make a quick stop so we can translate.
Bueno,
Oscar, ¿cómo traduces heavy directamente en este contexto?
Really?
Me dijo que estabas un poquito rellenita. Ahí
sí, bueno, básicamente Alyson nos dice que tuvo que en realidad no le creía directamente a la persona de vestuario, pero que le dijo eso, que se le veía las caderas anchas y que por eso iban a cambiarle todo el outfit al personaje, y que fue de esta forma, pero que lamentablemente en esa época no tuvo la confianza para ir directamente al productor y preguntarle por qué se da este cambio, ¿no? We were thinking this was some kind of reaction from Disney.
Yeah, people thought it was because
they didn't tell us anything. They did. I think they just kind of wanted to pretty me up a little bit, honestly. I think that they wanted, but you know what? I'm very good friends with Amit, who was the head
Amit.
writer.
Yes.
I just spoke to him last week on the phone. And I asked him something about the show, but I've never asked him why they changed my hair and my costume. So I'm going to ask him. So from now on, you guys
Please,
will know.
I will contact you probably in a couple of weeks and ask
If
you.
he tells me, look, if he tells me, I will. If it's something bad, no, I won't. But I mean, it's pretty bad. None of the producers or the directors ever told me I was looking fat or heavy. It was the lady in charge of our wardrobe.
Of course.
So maybe she was just, I don't know. She was a little bit
not friendly.
Sour,
not friendly.
Sour. She was sour.
Not
sweet.
Okay.
Sour. She was like a sour margarita.
Era una persona con la que no se llevaba de vestuario. Las últimas escenas de Taylor fueron nuevamente con un avión. The last scenes from Taylor, we saw her on a plane. I mean, where these scenes were shooted where? Because that plane was a real plane. You were inside a real plane, right?
I had to get up. Yes. I had to, I have to find the pictures. I think I have the pictures somewhere. I had to climb up into a plane. Oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. And I was so sad. I'm like, when am I ever going to play a part again where I get to do this?
A plane.
Yeah. I mean, not just a plane, like, she's an Air Force pilot and like,
of course,
a fighter pilot. So.
Y es uno de los personajes que me gusta mucho. It's one of the characters I really enjoy a lot because it's a strong woman and she's focused and it's.
I think that the fact that Taylor was such a strong role model is why she's so popular with girls and stuff. It's not the princess. It's the Lieutenant Taylor. It's
Lieutenant Taylor Earhard. Exactly. She was. She had her dog tags and everything.
Which she should be like a colonel by now, a colonel or commander.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ahora es una coronel o comandante.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Top Gun? Is that like a popular movie there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I like to think that Taylor, she ended up being like Kelly and having a sexy little suit on and with the young, training the young boys on the, training them, and.
She climbed. She's high up there right now. Story-wise.
Thank you for that. Yes.
Alyson nos dice de que ella quiere pensar de que en realidad Taylor acabó como el personaje Kelly de Top Gun, en realidad una comandante muy sexy que en realidad pues hacía ahí de lo suyo. Oscar, you have a question about the morphing sequence.
Yes, that too.
I'll try.
I'm sorry. It's just in the last time you guys morph, it's a completely different morph. It's kind of like a Wonder Woman spin with sparks and stuff.
And I have it here.
Why did
so you don't need to remember it. I have it here. So maybe you de repente you maybe of course. Maybe you can tell us about how do you shoot a morphing sequence, because I think this is like hay una escena, y esto en español, la última escena de morfosis que hace Wild Force, el equipo de Wild Force, era muy el estilo Wonder Woman, ¿no? Y it's here.
Wait, you guys had never seen that prior to that?
No, it's just it was only shown in the last episode. My question was...
That's only in the last
episode. Really?
In the last episode, during the whole series, you have another morphing sequence.
Yeah.
And this...
The one when you do the eagle, and then it's just your profile.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, why did you do the whole morphing sequence just for the last scene?
Claro, era una secuencia diferente.
So weird, isn't it?
It was, maybe they filmed that and meant to use it, and then
lo filmaron, quisieron usarlo.
It's like, hey, it's the last episode, let's put it in. But I was like, why did you have a whole different morphing the last time? It's like
no one's ever asked me that. I love new questions. Thank you. I mean, I've
seen Walters many.
We have seen it many times.
It's, you know what? It's a show that when you watch it, it feels good. It makes you happy. What's wrong with watching it over and over? I have some shows that and some movies I've watched, like 16 Candles. I've watched that hundreds of times. It makes me happy. Well, so when we came back, actually, which was strange because they had my hair down for that. We shot that when we came back and they changed my hair and they changed my costume.
Mm-hmm.
That was maybe the second time and probably the second and last time that I wore the spandex.
The spandex. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they had us, and we had to stand so still on this platform, and we were really brightly lit, and we had to do this whole sequence. Yeah. And I don't know why. Maybe they just kind of wanted it to like be special for that last time.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was weird because to me, like I will think that takes a lot of effort just for like one episode.
I know, for one.
Yeah.
Not everything made sense what they were doing all the time. I know.
No todo tenía sentido.
There was a switch, that year.
Mm-hmm.
So because there was a switch that year, not everything was running smoothly, I think. As smoothly as maybe some of the previous seasons.
Mm-hmm. Claro, como hubo un cambio por el tema de Sound Disney, no todo fue como en realidad, y había muchas cosas que no hacían mucho sentido. ¿Te quedaste con tu morpher? Did you keep your morpher? Did you keep something from the character?
Oh yeah. I have my costume.
The whole costume. Wow.
I have even the shoes and the belts, and I have my necklace, that like silver.
Oh yeah.
Loop. I have my dog tags. And
well, almost all the outfit.
I can't fit into it now, but yeah.
Alyson se quedó con todo el traje. Con todo el traje de Ranger y el outfit del... the jacket also, right?
The jacket.
So they gave every single one of us one... Because they had many...
a lot of them.
Well, they had, I think, two... I think they had only 2 jackets or 3 jackets.
Mm-hmm. Tenían 2
3 of the vests.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of us got... And like 3 or 4 shirts, 3 or 4 pants, shoes, many. Because since we're fighting, they have to have backups. Because we could rip it. It could get ruined fighting, And we're filming 9 months and you're wearing the same shirt every day and pants. So they needed, It
was weird. It's like they're wearing the same clothes the whole year.
Yeah, it's like Scooby-Doo. You know Scooby-Doo?
Yes, they wear the whole thing everywhere.
And when it was very cold, I was grateful for the pants. And when it was very hot, I was very jealous of Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
Because she got to wear a skirt. And I had to wear the pants. And sometimes you're like sweating and they're trying to like pat you so that you don't look like, you're sick. When it was cold, she and I were so cold. We were all so cold sometimes. You like see us filming, and if we're shaking at all, maybe it's because we're frozen.
Nos dice Alyson que sí, que en realidad les dieron a cada uno como regalo sus chaquetas, los jackets, las chaquetas de Wild Force, pero que tenían 2 o 3 más, porque bueno, habían muchas porque siempre usaban el mismo wardrobe, la misma ropa, y que adicionalmente pues ella utilizaba siempre pantalones, pero a veces tenía celos de Jessica Rae, porque ella a veces usaba falda porque hacía frío, y otras veces hacía calor y era completamente lo opuesto, ¿no? Alyson, esta pregunta es un poco rara. This question may be a little weird, but were you told sometime how the Rangers go from Earth to the animarium up in the sky? Because that was never like shown.
No, that is a wonderful question. No one's ever asked me that either.
They just appeared there, so they never board that. I mean, were you told?
No. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, because it's not like you see us morphing and then jumping up.
Yeah, it's just magical, the morphing grid, you know.
It's magic, yeah. And it's for little kids. And kids probably when they're 4 years old are not thinking that.
Well, but the horse came down on a rainbow, so maybe a rainbow come and grab you.
Yeah, maybe right. Le preguntaba a Alyson que si sabía o si alguna vez le dijeron cómo es que los Rangers viajaban desde Turtle Cove hacia el animarium, porque nunca se ve esto, en realidad siempre aparecen, y me dijo que no, que ella nunca lo supo, que nunca se lo dijeron y que en realidad nunca fue abordado, pero bueno, que la serie en realidad apuntaba a un grupo de niños que en realidad no se preguntaban sobre esto, ¿no?
Pero lo hizo.
The only time you see someone landing on it is when I have to parachute down because I had to eject from my plane.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. That's
right. And then when I'm a little girl and flying over the animarium, then you can see it. Did you know that I was playing my mom?
Oh, no.
On the plane?
Was that you?
That's me.
No, I just saw the scene like half an hour before, just to refresh, and I didn't know this.
That's me.
Oh, wow. Alyson nos dice que en la escena en donde la pequeña Taylor ve a través de la ventana del animarium, Alyson estaba actuando el papel de su mamá también.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a different hairstyle and everything, so I just probably didn't know.
And they had me sort of like, but if you actually listen to the voice, that's my voice, and that's the side of my head.
That's probably why many people here don't cut it, because on the dubbing, when they dub, they use an actress for Taylor, but for other characters they use other people.
Oh, of course they don't they don't hear me. Yeah. Of course, that makes sense.
Have you ever heard yourself dubbed to different languages? I mean, in Power Rangers?
I don't. Do you have it?
I don't.
Okay, you have everything else, so I figured you would.
I probably, I think we have some more minutes. Maybe I can surprise
don't
you.
Don't worry. You know what? I'm such a weirdo. I've never looked to see, and I wouldn't even know where to look.
Like
YouTube, basically,
YouTube?
but
okay.
I may have.
Do you type in Wild Force in Spanish?
Wild Force Latino, like Latin with an O at the end, and then you will see it. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
yeah.
People Wild Force multi-language, and they have like compilations of like in various languages.
Really?
That multi-language. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I don't actually love watching myself on acting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why did I do that? Or why do I look like that? Or
there are actors that watch their work, and there are others that don't, right? Which one, you are the ones that don't?
I mean, I watch it so I can see, should I keep acting? Like, can I act? But I make myself watch it so that the next time I'm better. So I can see what was good and what could have been better. You know, honestly.
It's not watching. I don't even like to watch these videos after we put it on the website.
So you understand, and you know, thing is that people are just watching us talk, and they're not being critical of what we're doing. But when you're acting, everybody is judging you.
Yeah, it's your job.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
So
Claro.
there's that. And then, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Alyson nos dice que no es de las personas que a veces ven su trabajo, pero que a veces lo ve para tratar de mejorar, ¿no? Y por eso no se ve tampoco tanto. Y Oscar decía que tampoco él ve nuestros programas nuevos que salen. Ustedes sí, mírenlos, por favor.
And it's strange, I've been acting since I was 8 years old, and to watch yourself age is really weird because you still think you are a certain thing, and then you look at and you're like, Jesus, okay. And so it's strange. It's strange.
Es raro.
Es
raro verse,
strange, right?
Es raro verse crecer, especialmente para Alyson que actuó desde los 8 años, que se ve y que se ve un poco, cada vez se ve mayor, ¿no? Bueno, ella se ve mayor, en realidad no se ve mayor. Okay, let's go to some comments from the fans because they are all going crazy here.
Oh, yeah.
That's so nice.
We have Santiago here saying, regards
Hola.
from Colombia.
Colombia. Greetings from Colombia.
We also
Hi.
have here Jonathan, also watching from Colombia. Regards from Manizales, Colombia.
Hi, Jonathan. Hi in Colombia. Thank you for watching.
We have Eduardo here saying, always beautiful, Taylor.
Gracias mucho.
We have Julio here saying, regards from Paraguay. Taylor Earhard was one of my favorite Wild Force characters with Merrick Balton. It's the same with Gao Ranger, the Japanese, with Goashiogaku and Shirogane. Yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad.
Did you watch a little bit more about the Japanese original footage, or you didn't?
He was really cool. Like the Gao Ranger. I mean, it's funny. No, he's blonde and I'm blonde. Strange. I mean, I make myself blonde, but that's another story. But he's not a natural blonde either, is he?
Yeah. Dice que sí, que le gustó Gao Ranger, que vio un poco, que le pareció genial, que le gustó el hecho de que tanto el personaje sea rubio como ella, ¿no? We have a message here from Blue Wolves. Alyson, which was the best part of being on Power Rangers? Oh, so deep and profound questions.
So many, but there's so many things.
Maybe picking just one.
Being able to be here today still, and I have made so many friends in these 18 years. It has made my life so much bigger and made the world so much smaller, that I can talk to people where you are, and and make friends all over the world. I would have never.
When you were telling us the story that you were like 5:45 in the morning, you have to be there, so you probably wake up at 4.
Yes.
And you probably thought, is this worth it at that moment?
I am not a morning person.
Later, you're still talking about it. Oh,
I know. And look, I mean, it's almost 20 years. Next year, I'll be 44 years old. I was filming it when I was 24 years old. And look, I'm still making new friends. It's amazing.
And
right?
Incredible.
It keeps getting bigger, and with the cons and morphing on all Ranger stuff. It's crazy.
And all the cons. Alyson nos dice que lo mejor de haber participado.
5 in the morning, who would have thought you will be here now? It's
Exactly.
Alyson nos dice que la mejor parte ha sido conocer distintos amigos y hacer que el mundo sea en realidad pues un poco más digamos pequeño, de poder acceder, es poder estar aquí ahora conversando con todos ustedes. Eso es en realidad lo mejor. Oh, here, this is a classic one. Valentin Alberto is saying, I want to hear the morphine sequence. Can you do the morphine sequence?
Wild access.
Woo! Great, thank you very much.
But the phone has to be here. Wild access.
In Spanish, it was called acceso, just access.
Acceso.
There you go.
Good. It's a little rusty. It's been a minute since I did it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We have here Álvaro saying, please say hi say hi to me. You taught me what was wrong or bad on the TV show.
Oh.
Differentiate.
Nice to meet you. Alvaro?
Alvaro, yeah, Alvaro.
Alvaro.
And we have here a question from Julio. One question, Taylor. Okay, this is so classic.
What did he say?
Taylor Earhard had any romantic relationship with Eric Myers, the Quantum Ranger? What do you think about that? Was there any spark on them? What do you think? Do you support this relationship if maybe someone tries to write up on the comics?
And just you wait, because they're going to Dan and I hopefully will be doing some fun interviews where we're together.
Oh, really?
Look, they flirted, right? They
Right.
flirted.
Yes.
Did they? I mean, they were together for 2 episodes. I wouldn't really call that a relationship. I'd call that more of a flirtation.
A flirt.
But
you know,
I was at a convention and a fan came up and had a whole script they had written of how Eric and Taylor get together and get married and all this. And I was just like, okay, all right.
Wow.
I was, I can understand because it's cute. I mean, if I step away and look, it's very cute. But you don't see them, it's not like some of the other characters that were together the whole season or, 2 seasons or something, And there's like they flirted anyways.
I guess.
What do you think?
The characters were like.
I think that too, of course. Okay. I mean, there's no enough information. But if something ever happens, with the characters, but if you say that something is going to come up with some interviews with you two, that's going to be awesome.
We are trying, because I think that would be really fun, because the Eric Taylor thing comes up a lot. There's always drawings of us with romance, and I'm like, okay. Yeah. It just Taylor was like too busy to be dating some dude,
That's yeah. Alyson nos dice que solo fue un coqueteo, que en realidad Taylor estaba muy ocupada haciendo otras cosas, salvando el mundo como para estar algo así, pero que va a salir ella está buscando pronto poder, junto con Dan Sauer, sacar algunas clips, entrevistas, algo divertido que creo que les va a gustar mucho a los que siempre preguntan por ellos. We have here regards from Hello from Ciudad del Carmen. I really love your character, Mauricio.
Oh, thank you.
We have here Adrigel Medina saying hi.
Hi.
And Michael Esquivel, just this icon of the
little hearts.
Yeah, with the hearts.
Thank you.
We have here also Unip saying hello everyone. I'm from Bolivia.
Oh, saying, hi. Wow.
And guys from Luciano from Argentina, he's also saying as Oscar that Wildford was a lot of time on
Sorry,
TV here.
You probably wanted something else.
No, that's Wildford is my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, that's so
greetings
nice.
from Yucatan, Mexico.
Hi.
As you can tell, all my Megazords are back there. I have a huge Megazord.
Yeah, he's a huge collection there.
And
awesome.
Are my favorite. I love my Wild Swords.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You have John here. Greetings from Colombia, Cali. Hope to meet you someday. God bless you, Alyson.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Still hold there 18 years.
Whoa. Wow, that's awesome. Yep. You have so much cool stuff back there.
Yeah.
We were
present on the viewing globe with the Luminardi, which were showing this huge collection. You were cooking there, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we saw you cooking there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't know if anyone ever watched it.
Yeah, there was a lot of people watching it.
Really?
A lot of, yeah,
Oh,
it
no.
was a huge event.
I was very nervous because I've never cooked like that in front of people. And so and it was edited so much. Like we cooked for like an hour and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
So it was edited quite a bit. So I was doing a lot more cooking, which I love to do. But, but I was lucky to have 34 minutes. I was very, very grateful.
Yeah.
For that time.
It's for us too. To
Oh,
record, I have to do like 4 shootings because we start shooting and then I start laughing. So
yeah, when we go, I told Oscar, this is going to be fast. We are used to being live.
Yeah, yeah,
and then he was like, no, let's go again. And I was like, oh my god!
No.
We have here saying Oliver says hello, Alyson. Oh, sorry, I'm Daniel. I love the character of Taylor. After watching Wild Force, eagles become my favorite birds. Regards from Argentina.
Oh, hi, Danielle. Thank you for that.
We have here. Oh, this is from Chepén here in Peru. Hello, Alyson, one of the most beautiful rangers. Greetings from Chepén, Peru. It's the first live I entered.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Gracias, George. Gracias por seguirnos.
Gracias mucho.
Here, just a couple of more. Maybe Alyson, tell us about your current life, because you're doing mustard, right? Tell us about what you're doing right now. Probably all of them want to know.
7 years ago, I started a business where I make mustard, which is very strange, but it's yellow, and I was the yellow ranger, right? So that's kind of fun. And I sell it. I go to a factory and I have them cook it, and I'm there and I cook it I don't actually cook it with them, but I supervise. And then I go to stores and I sell it, and it's sold all over the US.
Wow.
And many stores in California.
Great.
And also, I've been talking about this movie that I'm supposed to be starring in. It's the same writer, director who wrote and directed and starred in the film Hell Ride with me in 2009. And that's when Quentin Tarantino, he was the executive producer on that, and the Weinsteins. But as we all know, the Weinsteins are no mas,
no more.
Right? So, but we've been waiting about 6 years to film that. And so I just spoke to the director, and he said, we're still going to be filming it. And so I will be the lead in that, because acting is, I love to cook. I love to make mustard. I love to feed people, but acting is
animals also.
And lots of animals. Yes. My zoo in my house. But yeah, I still love to act, and I still hope to have a long career of acting still, Sometimes as an actor, you're acting a lot. I had years where I was acting a lot, and then you have years where it gets quiet and certain things happen and slows down. So just stay tuned for that.
Do some soon in something.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you. Well, COVID has slowed that down, that's for sure.
Yeah. Ya, Alyson nos dice que en realidad muchos de ustedes de repente no lo saben, pero ella adquirió una compañía y hace mostaza. Tiene una marca de mostaza que la venden alrededor de todo Estados Unidos. Ya están en todo Estados Unidos, así que ella justamente supervisa todo este tema, y adicionalmente está actuando también, está viendo una posible película que puede salir pronto, que está trabajando pues, con varios amigos, así que estén atentos. We have a message here from Laura. Camila says, hello, Alyson, greetings from Manizales, Colombia. Wild Force, one of my favorite seasons. Please, can you say hello to me?
Hi, Laura. Nice to meet you. Thank you for that.
And Andre here just says, please, say hi to me.
Hi, Andre. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Andre.
Awesome.
I know I have a funny accent, but I'm doing my very best.
No.
You're good, actually.
Gracias.
No, it's really good. Sí, está muy bueno. Just we are almost on time, Alyson. We want to thank you again. I just wanna change this so we can all smile to the screen so we can take a quick picture. Oh, maybe here like this. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. And just to finish, people, well, with all this COVID, Latin America has been hit and struck very hard. I don't know if you wanna maybe tell everyone a calm message. You are a superhero for all of us. Maybe we would like to hear some calm words.
Oh, that's lovely.
Words of hope.
Well, each day is an opportunity for your life to get better and for things to get better. So to look ahead, look for your days to be better, and just keep hope and stay positive, because you can be having a very bad day now, but tomorrow can be a much better day.
Nos dice Alyson que cada día es una oportunidad, que siempre debe haber esperanza, que a veces hoy día puede que no sea un buen día, pero que el día siguiente, como más adelante, esto puede ser. People are going crazy here. I'm just going to have the last three here. We have, please say hi to me from Bill Josel.
Hi, thank you.
We have Javier Miranda here saying hi. Alyson from Argentina.
Hola, Javier.
And we have Leonardo Rosas is just putting a yellow heart and an eagle.
Oh, I love that. Hi, Leonardo. Hi.
And the last one here we have Luis Guapaya. Hope you can come soon to Peru for Comic-Con 2021.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I hope to see you there, Luis.
Yes.
I would love that. Please ask them to bring me and I will come. I will bring all of my animals. No, I'm joking.
Va a llevar todos sus animales, que le encantaría venir a la Comic-Con 2021. Alyson, thank you very much. It has been an honor to be here with you. And I know that we're almost on time, just so you can be ready. I don't know if you want to add something before finishing.
I have had such a wonderful time talking to you, and I love your very original questions.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate them. It's hard to come up. I mean, I don't expect any new questions. And, you're very smart. So thank you.
We did our homework.
You did. Thank you so much.
I said, I finally have an answer for that. It's like, why did that happen? Now I know.
Well, you know how to contact me now. So if you have more questions, if I know the answer, I'll write back and I'll tell you.
I will probably bother you in a couple of weeks.
It's not bothering me. It's not bothering me.
Okay, I know.
I just have a lot of animals, and I have a business that I run almost by myself. So, sometimes that's why and I'm very sorry because I have not been on Facebook, I think, all year. And I'm terrible about Instagram and posting. But I think of you guys all the time. Thank you. I think of you guys all the time, and I appreciate the support and the friendship and the love. So just know that. And please wear your mask, or if you don't have a mask in there, please social distance. Because it does work.
Sí funciona.
And just stay healthy and take good care of yourself so we can all see each other at a convention.
Yeah.
Come to PMC next year. I know
we're planning to go to PMC next year, so we will visit you and probably take you a little gift.
I will look forward to giving you a hug in person. Hopefully, if we can hug then.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully.
I hope. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Al.
It was so nice to meet you.
Muchas gracias a ti.
Muchas gracias.
Muchísimo gusto. Muchas gracias a ti.
Thank you.
See you.
Adiós,
Bye.
amigos.
Adiós.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, ¿qué te pareció, Oscar?
Muy linda persona.
súper linda Alyson. En realidad le agradecemos por estar aquí. Les queremos agradecer también porque, wow, hemos tenido una acogida súper enorme. Estaba conversando con Oscar, la página de la Cámara de Poder tiene poco menos de 5 meses. Hemos ya superado, que estamos a bordear 1,700 seguidores en Facebook. El canal de YouTube acaba de en realidad empezar a subir hemos empezado en realidad a subir el canal de YouTube como hace un mes y ya tenemos más de 150, creo, seguidores. Así que gracias por seguirnos, sigan apoyándonos, que esto nos va a ayudar justamente a poder traer a muchos más invitados. Oscar, no sé si quieres decir algo más.
No, es lo mismo de todas las semanas. Gracias por visitarnos. Y cuídense, ¿no? Gracias por estar en
Sí, la próxima semana no tenemos un Ranger legendario, ¿no? Pero vamos a estar con unos muy buenos amigos, ya vamos a ventilar quiénes son, de la comunidad Ranger Latinoamérica, comentando justamente todo lo que va a salir este fin de semana en el Hasbro PulseCon. Y si me animo, de repente lanzo un pequeño live solamente hablando o traduciendo de repente en audio un poco lo que salga en vivo. Si es que logro encontrar el stream, veamos ahí si sale algo sorpresivo. ¿Sí? Muchas gracias en realidad por todos sus comentarios, por habernos acompañado. George dice, llegué tarde, pero pude entrar. Sí. Y Luis nos dice, gracias por la entrevista, muchachos, lo máximo. No, gracias a todos ustedes en realidad por seguirnos. Y bueno, vamos a estar aquí.
Me olvido de traducir.
Sí, Oscar, tienes que traducir, porque finalmente yo tengo que traducir. No, está bien. Vamos a ver, yo creo que el sábado les puedo sorprender algo trayéndolos. No vamos a poner el video porque seguramente hay un tema de copyright ahí con Hasbro, pero seguramente sí puedo yo estar en un oído y recordar mis tiempos de un poco cuando era más joven y me recorseaba como traductor en tiempo real y comenzar a decir todo en español, todo lo que va pasando en vivo, y de repente ustedes pueden encontrar el stream en video y verlo en paralelo. Así que bueno, vamos a estar hablando de esas noticias y sin embargo, el 8 de octubre sí tenemos un Ranger legendario, ya lo tenemos, sí, Oscar, me acaban de confirmar hace un ratito, así que ahí ya vamos a estarles pasando unas pequeñas pistas y ya el video, ¿sí? Muchachos, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Y me olvidé, se pueden seguir a Alyson, obviamente, en su Instagram, Alyson Kiperman Sullivan, y bueno, en todas sus redes. Y bueno, gracias Dante, excelente entrevista, chicos. Y bueno, con eso nos vamos. Nos vemos el otro jueves. Cuídense y Wild for Success.
No te puedes perder las mejores entrevistas de la Cámara del Poder, ahora por Facebook y YouTube.